Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Woo! Hello, everybody. Howdy. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the chat, the gatekeepers, you make things right. We do the best we can around here, and boy, we're having a day. I think that Starfleet Academy episode 3 review is really moving. Thank you, everybody's watching that, hitting that like button. Here we go. All right, so. I'm getting ready for a snowstorm. Apparently, snow's gonna hit. Listen. All right, I went out shopping yesterday. Okay, I went out shopping yesterday because I don't have time today, and I tomorrow. It was supposed to snow tomorrow, but they moved it to Sunday. Might start tomorrow. Either way, so to try and just get a couple things. See, I live in a stocked household. We're never light on everything. It's just the weekly shop to top everything off. I went out there yesterday afternoon, right? Which is why my review was so late yesterday, because I had to go out yesterday night and do some stuff and get some shopping done a little bit. I went out there, and here, where I live here on the East Coast, I'm surrounded by sheeple retards. I'm watching people shop like they're about to get encased in an ice age. We're going to have snow for a day, maybe a day and a half. It's something this region hasn't seen before. But they're emptying shelves. There is something wrong with certain people. I mean, perfect example. The supermarket I primarily go to, it's called Wegmans. It's a great high-end chain supermarket. Local in this region of the country. It's one of the few things I will miss when I move to Florida. But in Florida, you got Publix. You got Publix in Florida, so that it's still good. Publix is a great supermarket chain. Always loved Publix as a kid. Point is, so I go to Wegmans for my shopping, for certain parts of my shopping, and Wegmans is where I buy my frozen pizza dough, because I make pizza dough products for myself. Usually calzones, because there's a very easy. Create the filling, stuff it in there, fold it over in the oven, bing, bang, boom, you're done. Anyway, normally they have a frozen case about, I would say, 3 feet high, and then of course 3 feet deep. Usually every day filled to the top with frozen pizza doughs. Nobody really buys it. Very few people buy them. It takes a while to do that because they make them in the pizza parlor they have there. Then they drop in there to be frozen, okay? Usually no one ever buys those. I buy them. It's always full every week, always full. It was empty yesterday. Completely and totally empty. Who the hell is Suddenly, all you people that don't buy frozen pizza dough, you're buying frozen pizza dough. That there's none there. That's just an example. Now, of course, there were tons of other things, but there was nothing around. Certain things, and it was just the chicken case was empty. I mean, I bought some ground beef because I was going to buy some anyway. Instead of making a beef-filled calzone, we're just going to have hamburgers. Simple stuff. No, but I can adapt. But I watch these people, and everywhere I went shopping yesterday, lines to check out, even at self-checkout. And fucking Walmart. And I hate Walmart. It is a necessary evil, and I fucking hate that I have to go there. Go to Walmart. And the Walmart I have here, at least the one I go to, because it's right down the road. It's right down the road. I don't have, it's only like 5 minutes away. I'd rather go to the one at the other end of town because it's a better quality Walmart. But this is the one I have to go to because the other one's at least that one's 10 miles away, something like that. It's a good 10, 15-minute drive. This is opposed to 2 to 5 minutes down the road. Anyway, for the past several years, when they redesigned the interior, they created 2 self-checkout sections where there were essentially a dozen self-checkout machines, and they're always in use. And I don't care what you say. I like self-checkout because I don't like some asshole pawing at the shit I bought. Okay? Shut up, prof. Anyway, I don't like people handling my shit. I don't. I when I go self-checkout, boom, boom, boom. As long as they have the scanner, I'm in and out. 5 seconds, I'm done. Scan everything in my cart. My bags are in the car, so I load up in my trunk. I don't pay for the extra shit. Anyway, so they took them all away yesterday. They shifted the store, and they only have 8 operating now instead of 24. Now, I'm assuming it's because everybody's insane because of the snow, because every single checkout line was busy, and they had people herding us into the self-checkout line. And an impromptu line running down the aisle next to the shoes. So it was insane yesterday. And honestly, the sanest place was actually Costco. The sanest place was Costco, except for waiting for my pizza. Because I was going to be working all night last night on the review. I didn't have time for dinner. So I got a pizza, but that ended up being a mistake because that took me an extra forever. I don't know how long I stood there waiting for it because everybody was getting a pizza last night. So instead of waiting for the pizza, which didn't taste as good as normally did. I guess they were rushed. They didn't do whatever seasoning they normally do to it because it wasn't as good as normally is. Anyway, so Costco was actually the sanest place. Although I didn't get any, we already had some water in the house because I got the Costco water bottles because it's a good deal. They didn't have any water. I didn't expect it. But I managed to score everything else I wanted to score there. I got the last pack of Coke Zero, I was like, yeah. I felt me. Got there just in time for that one. But that was the same place. But the supermarket and Walmart, they were insane. Because people are fucking sheeple. Oh no, it's happening again. What's going to happen? You're going to be at most, if it really does hit hard, at most you'll be snowed in for a day. For a day. And then it's going to be sunny all next week. And even though it's cold, that thing called ultraviolet rays from the sun will melt everything on the road and around your cars. And what sucks, though, is it didn't have more snow melt. No ice melt. So I can't put a perimeter around my car tomorrow to at least minimize the snow, because my fucking complex here, they're going to plow the parking lot. But what they do is they plow it all up behind your car and they say, oh, you're responsible for digging out your car after we piled all the fucking snow up behind it. God, I hate this place. Watch my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Give me money. Grow the channel so I can move to Florida where better things can happen. Anyway, so I had to comment on that. That one, I swear, the people that live in really snowy places, you have a right to point and laugh at these regions that freak out like this. You have a right to point and laugh every time. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, so that was my yesterday, and then of course last night I worked on the Starfleet Academy episode 3 review, which is doing great. It's kicking ass. Thank you everybody for watching that. I am, despite the fact that it kills my soul, I'm enjoying entertaining you guys with that. And I can see people are enjoying it. And we got another 2 months. We're in this until the end of February. So anyway, all right, boom, 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 boom. Do you understand? All right. Clanker, let me explain this to you. Costco pays for itself. I don't buy a ton at Costco. I spend very little. I buy at most between 5 and 10 items when I go there every week. But as soon as you get gas, it pays for itself. The $60 member, well, now it's $65. They raised it $5. The $65 yearly membership pays for itself within a month. It is always warranted for a membership. And they have the best deals on a lot of stuff. Costco membership is worth it in the first month. On gas alone, I pay 30 to 50 cents less per gallon than standard gas stations when I go get my gas at Costco. I pay 30 to 50 cents less. So I mean, I'm paying. I mean, it's under $3. I pay under $3 right now. Right now, it's hovering. Well, I didn't see what it was yesterday. Last time I paid around $2.50. But when they're always 30 to 50 cents less than the standard gas stations on the street. So you're wrong, Clanker. You are wrong. Costco is warranted within a month, and you get good deals. As long as you don't, I mean, some people retardedly shop there. I'm not going to say some people shop wisely. I shop wisely at Costco. I get a few selecting best. I get 5 dozen eggs for $11. I get 5 dozen eggs, and because we eat a lot of eggs in this house. So that's like a month's worth of eggs, month and a half. Eggs, great deal on eggs. Great deal on eggs. Best deal on bottled water because I ain't drinking from that tap. Disgusting. Let's see. Best deal on nitrile gloves. You know, when you want to do nasty shit. You know, work in the kitchen, work with raw meat, stuff like that. Best deal on gloves. Best deal on my soda because my soda's like my one treat I allow myself. Soda. That's it. Best deal on olive oil. Best deal on extra virgin olive oil. Best deal on San Marzano Cento tomatoes for tomato sauce. Best deal on that. Best deal on sugar. Best deal on sugar. Best deal on flour. If I had someplace to store the flour, it's the best deal. But I tried that once, and I bought this giant container, and it was really retarded. It was really retarded. So it was not worth it for the flour. But if I had someplace to store the flour, it would be good. I don't have anywhere to store it. But so many good deals in there. So many good deals. If you're a smart buyer, if you know what you're doing. Best deal on cherry tomatoes. Best deal on Vidalia onions. Got a great deal on Vidalia onions there. Delicious. Delicious. Anyway, yeah, so Costco is great. I love Costco. Best deal on detergent. Best deal on laundry detergent. Best deal on vitamins. I get the best deal on my vitamins there too. Like other basically over-the-counter stuff you get. Hey, it's the only place I can get my mom's eye drops for a good deal. She needs these crazy eye drops for her allergies. It's the best one, best deal I can get for that. Even better than Amazon and Walmart. Best deal. You get a 3-pack. So best deal, man. Never talk ill of the Costco. The Costco is a great way to save money if you buy wisely, shop wisely. All right, what else I got today? All right, I do have a monologue for you guys. I've got a monologue. I'm going to drink. That wasn't my monologue. That was just me ranting on stupidity that I saw yesterday. Weasel, do you really want to break our deal here? Because I will open the furry door. I'll break the furry door. It's not from the mind of a Jew. It's from the mind of just smart shopping. You know, all right, guys, it's done. It's over. The Jew shit is over. I'm serious. It's done. It's over. It's not funny anymore. It's over. Done. Jew jokes are done. I'm here having a serious conversation about saving money, about smart shopping. Oh, it's a Jew thing. No, it's over. It's done. Jokes are done. I've been rolling with it for enough. It's over. Done. Over. You tell it, I'm not going to react to it anymore. It's over. Not funny. Not fucking funny anymore. It's over. I don't like snapping like that, but it is. No, you guys are crossing the line. All right, you're crossing the line now. I'm having a serious conversation here. Oh, it's just being a Jew. Not funny anymore, is it? Not funny anymore. All right, moving past it. All right, so what are we gonna do today? I got a bit of a monologue. No, we were spoiled this week with multiple stories happening at the same time, and the trailers from yesterday. We got spoiled a little bit. Had easy, low-hanging fruit to talk about. Not so much today. I'm writing off Starfleet Academy from yesterday, so I don't really have much to talk about aside from just my collected thoughts on things I've seen since yesterday. And what we got now is I'm watching the fallout from the stuff we have talked about this week. I'm watching the fallout happen, and it's funny to watch people react to this Masters of the Universe trailer. I thought I was pretty fair yesterday when I broke that down. I thought I was pretty fair. I didn't overreact to any of it. I kept it pretty calm, and I still feel the same way I did yesterday. I still think that there's a lot of nostalgia bait going on with that trailer, and it's probably hiding a very meh to mid movie with no real substance to it. That will be an attempted dumb fun, but is essentially not going to hit the proper marks of respect overall, but will just be kind of eh. Anyway, so I'm watching people react to this yesterday, and you got one of three reactions as I see it. There's my camp, who actually watched the trailer and know He-Man from our childhood and from the moving on years. And those of us who had a reaction like that, it's all pretty much the same. We see things that are right, but there's something about it that just doesn't sit well. But we're not crying woke. We're not screaming woke. No, we're not screaming agenda or woke. We're just saying something ain't right. Something doesn't sit right. And we're not, and we can see what they're putting up there is not essentially, oh, pronouns. That was nothing. That was nothing. We're doing it tonight, Jed. Dermy's going to talk about it tonight. So you're going to, I mean, you didn't grow up with He-Man. So you didn't grow up with He-Man. So that it's not going to ring true for you. This is old man speak here. So take that into association. Roboto. That was the name of the android. I couldn't remember his name. I also saw Mechanic. When I went back and watched it, I saw Mechanic in there too. No, I don't know who's voicing Roboto. I do not know who's voicing Roboto. Here's the thing. The pronouns on the thing, it's all that. I think it's a play on what it is, and it's purposely there to mock pronouns a little bit. Kristen Wiig. Oh, why? Oh, she's one of those people I want in anything I watch. That Roboto's a dude too. See, these are the little things that we're going to learn that are going to be not right about this movie. But either way, there's nothing to really melt down about this movie. But then you have the other two camps. You have the stans, the I love everything super positivity people who are saying, "Oh, it looks great. My 1980s child is so happy with this, and I'm crying and vomiting," that kind of crap. Those people are really into it, but they don't really know He-Man, and they're reacting to the other group, the ones that were the John De La Roses. Yeah, I'm saying his name out loud because John De La Rose is a fake nerd. He's a fake nerd. He's a fake everything. Ain't nothing real about that guy. He's running his mouth on Star Trek. He's now running his mouth on this, and he doesn't know what he's talking about on any of these things. He doesn't have a legitimate take. It's just, oh, it's woke. Oh, it's woke. See, this is why, because of guys like JDA and his crew that he runs with, because of those guys, the term woke must be retired because they overused it. They overused it. They've taken it to a level where it's become meaningless, which is why we have to assign other terminology to deal with now this next stage of the culture war. But yeah, guys like that who make it difficult to have any sort of conversation because they pop off so quickly without doing any research and say, oh, look, there's a pronouns, he, him on the plaque. It's woke. He's getting yelled at by a bald black bitch in the office. It's woke. No, it's not. It's stupid. It's a bad joke, but it's not necessarily woke. Because it's instead of he man, he him. I mean, it's a very obvious joke if you actually watch the trailer and don't just look at a screen cap and scream woke. But see, that's the problem. That's the problem. There's no accountability for the true grifters out there because some people do believe what they say. And the problem is when they spout off, the other side, the useful idiots, the fake fans in the stands, they use that as their evidence. I mean, it was the same thing during the Ghost of Yote stuff. These guys are running their mouths without waiting for the actual numbers. And if they had not run their mouths, the actual numbers would have told the tale of a mid-selling game, a game that was not a bestseller. Oh, but was number 3 overall sales in the U.S. Number 3. Number 3. That's not winning. That's third place. That's a bronze medal. It's a bronze medal. You go home. You ain't going home with the prom queen of that one. You're going home with the tooth missing chick behind the Winn-Dixie. That's who you're going home with. So I'm watching all these things play out. And you can throw Star Trek Fleet Academy into there. Star Trek Academy in that. You could throw everything currently in the news cycle in there. And guys like JDA and his whole crew who are running which is a bigger downgrade meme. They've ruined that meme in record time. Every time something they see is, whether it's him, whether it's Yorch Torch, that cocklicker, or any one of those guys, name a bigger downgrade. You know, I'd like to get a picture of something and put you up against it for the show bigger downgrade meme because y'all suck. Y'all ruin the argument. You muddy the waters for debate, discussion, and argument. And we don't want you on our side. We really don't. Those of us who actually give a damn about the things we're fighting for, those of us who care about collecting, protecting, and preserving what remains of our franchises of old as we try to make new franchises. And I don't want to hear, John Del Rose, he writes books. No, he's written shit that nobody reads. He's a failed author. I'm a number 1 best-selling author. No, you're not. Nobody bought your comics. Nobody bought your books. I know. I watched over the years. I paid attention. You're a failed author, a failed comic writer, and artist. Well, he wasn't an artist, but you know what I mean. That man is a grifter, and everybody surrounding him are grifters, and it's time to call them out. And I'm not siding with the fake fans in the stands, the commie Marxist, useful idiots who think everything's great. I am speaking for real passionate fans, and there's where I want to go with this. I said in today's thing, title. Your passion as a fan will always outweigh the empty platitudes of the fake fans, the tourists, the grifters. Because it's easy to spot real passion. Real passion is not firing off a 2 or 3 sentence blurb on X with a picture talking down about something. Real passion is making the video. Real passion is writing something up. Real passion is having an open discussion. Real passion is not hiding. Real passion is having knowledge about these things. A lot of these guys have no knowledge. That's one of the key factors in all of this. A lot of the grifters have no knowledge. And a lot of the fake fan stands, they don't have knowledge either. They have a wiki page. They have a TikTok short that they watched to get information. This is why I always say stick to what you know. Because if you're fighting for what you love, what you know, you're never going to be short on the knowledge. You're always going to have it right here, ready to go because you're invested. You spent years, time, money absorbing this information, loving this stuff, reading books, playing games, watching shows, watching movies. You've put the time in. And that's your passion. Because as I always say, one day it will be on a hat or a t-shirt when we make merch for this channel. Fans are the lifeblood of everything. And that lifeblood is the passion. It's the passion we have. And see that, and that's what scares the fake fans and the tourists. That's why they get so defensive. Because when they're faced with real passion, with real knowledge of something, they get nervous. They got to start calling you names. Or the grifter, when they're faced with the passion, they make excuses. They fall back to, oh, well, I'm on your side. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Or they hide behind certain labels, which they don't think you're going to cross and go at them with. But, oh, I will. I will call you fake across the board. They are as fake as those they fight against. And it really is time we called those people out. That's why I didn't hide behind any euphemisms or fake things. That's why that's why I'm saying John De La Rose, George Torch, that crew, they're all grifters. They're all grifters, real grifters. They don't actually care. They care about it because they want to be front runners. They want to be front runners who want to be praised for doing this and that when they haven't done anything. They haven't done anything to fight in this pop culture war except be distractions. That's what they are. Distractions. And as I said, they muddy the waters. They make it really difficult. That's why I had to stay out of the whole Ghost of Yote crap, because those assholes muddied the waters so terribly with their commentary that when the real commentary was time, I couldn't deliver. It was no point. It was too easy for the opposition to refute anything I would come to fight with them with, even though we had the numbers. We had the truth, or the lack thereof. What was that? Sorry, I thought I heard something. Anyway, either way, so you don't understand what I'm saying. It's time to realize who's really working to fix pop culture, to save it, and who's just trying to profiteer off it. Now, I'm not saying don't make your money. I want to make money. I want to make money. It's tax season. All I'm thinking about is money right now. Trying to see, okay, do I have to pay taxes this year? Of course, I mostly made tips, so no tax on tips. But anyway, point is, these people are not your friends. They're not your allies. These are not guys who would be down in the foxhole with you. They ain't going to be in the trenches with you. They would use you as a distraction, as bait to run away, and then claim they're fighting over here while they left you to take the brunt of the assault. Grifters. And it sounds awkward for me to use that term. I know it does, but I'm not going to let the other side, the opposition, take a word that does aptly describe people on our side who don't give a shit, truly, about a single thing you see behind me, whether it's Star Wars, whether it was Wheel of Time, whether it's Lord of the Rings, whether it's Stargate, whether it's Star Trek, or anime, or any movie on this shelf that I have behind me, or any game on this shelf, or any game right here, because I got overflow right now. I got nowhere to put anything. I'm not going to let them dictate it, because you know what? I even threw out a tweet at John De La Rose a little while ago before we got started. I said, hey, JDA, because he's talking about gaming. He's complaining about the Fable stuff right now. And all right, we're going to talk about this weekend. The Fable thing that went down yesterday. Mentioned it for a minute when I first saw it. Then I went in and collected a few articles on the turnaround of Fable 2026. Now it's coming to PlayStation. How suddenly out of nowhere, this character customization because that wasn't visible the first time around. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday during our gaming segment on Roundtable. But there are the people who are the real gamers who are cheering that, hey, look, we made a difference. The backlash worked. We complained enough for the past 3 years. Remember, we first heard about this game 3 years ago. For the past 3 years, the guys behind Fable 2026 have been retooling that thing so it's character customization and true interaction with the world. But all John Delarose and his crew see are, I don't see any white people in here. There's too much diversity. That tired line. Yes, we play that line when appropriate in what we're seeing. But for that game, take the fucking win as a gamer. But guess what? JDA, he's not a gamer. I guarantee he's a gamer. So I asked him in a tweet today. I said, hey, JDA, why don't you list the games you played and beat in 2025? Go ahead. I'll wait for your non-answer. Because I guarantee he won't. And and even if he did, I would say, okay, show me your achievement list. Because doesn't matter where you play now, Steam, PS5, Xbox, there's a way to track your achievement and how much you played. Right here, I could show you it. There's a freaking panel on my PS5 homepage that shows you how much time I played, how many sessions I've put in, and where my progress bar is. They track all this shit for you. And he could say, oh, I played this, and I would say, show me receipts, because I can show you receipts. I can show you my trophy list right now. I've done it before. Now, I'm not an achievement hunter. I don't go for the platinum every time. I go for a few, but I beat my games. I beat at least 5 or 6 games last year that I played, not counting replays of old stuff. I beat at least 5 or 6 games last year. Nintendo is Nintendo. Yeah, but I'm just talking about proof, creators. For the point of my argument, and I very much doubt JDA has a fucking Switch, so he's not a Nintendo guy. I guarantee he didn't touch Nintendo either. I'm not talking about getting achievements. I'm simply talking about proof. For a guy like that who will throw out game titles, say, oh, I beat this, and I would just say, show me. All I would say is show me. Just to prove that you deserve to be a part of this conversation. That you deserve to be a part of fighting to make better games. Instead of saying, oh my God, it's woke. Ah! No, I'm taking this Fable thing as a victory right now. Now so much so that I'm interested in the game. I'm interested in the game coming out later this year. I'm looking at playing it. Because I see character customization. I see world interactions that will change. Choices matter. I see the stuff that I like in a solo RPG. And so I'm just making my point. I don't care about achievements. I'm just using it as an example of proof, which I don't think a guy like JDA has. I do not think. He could prove me wrong, but I just don't think. And so it's time to call these people out. Time to call them out for what they are. Not our allies, not our friends, not in this to save anything. They're in it for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just admit it. Just admit it you're a mercenary. Just admit it you're doing this for your own gain. And then I don't have a problem. Then I at least know where to categorize you. And the truth, but don't pretend you give a damn about this stuff. Because you don't. Because you don't understand it. You don't. All right. I'm done preaching on that topic. With that said, let's get to the news. Anyway, we've got Kratos for $35. What do we got here? Time to stop edging. The movie Prof was teasing you with was Tiptoes. He made us suffer through it. Now you get to tell us if you prefer The Room. Tiptoes. I've never heard of that. Let's find this out here. Tiptoes, a 2003 film. Matthew McConaughey, Patricia Arquette, Gary Oldman, Kate Beckinsale. Never heard of this. Film got Plot revolves around an average-sized man who struggles with revealing to his pregnant fiancée that his entire family. Oh, I know this movie. They're all midgets. Yeah. It comes from a family of midgets. Yeah, I know this movie. Yeah, I heard of this. And then I think Peter Dinklage tries to get her away from him, or so. Oh no, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman tries to win her away. Yeah. I know this. I know this movie. Yeah, this movie's dumb. I've seen parts of this in the past now. Sometimes you don't associate the title with something you've seen. All right, well, another shit movie. I'm not gonna cry about it. Sheesh. Anyway, thank you, Chris. $35. We'll get to that probably on Monday. We got a lot to do this weekend. I'll probably have time to get through it over the weekend. All right, so we got a chat, maybe watch this reviews for Monday. Tiptoes. Yes, I know this movie. I am aware of this movie. Just didn't the title, but I've seen it. Gary Oldman apparently he does Gary Oldman stuff in it. Gary Oldman's great in everything. He is great. He's probably going to be the really good performance because Gary Oldman is always good. All right, we got the news though. What's going on in the world today? Let's do a refresh. It's been about an hour since I set this up, as always, because I plan ahead. Okay. Let's bring it up. Boop, boop. Come on. Work, please, Chrome. There we go. Tilly Nord creator doubles down on AI actors and says it's a more ethical way to perform, urges human actors to future-proof themselves with AI. Well, think about it like this. All these, listen, I am not promoting AI actors, but just for devil's advocate purposes, because this is an argument I've heard and I want to use it. For all these people that complain about love scenes and need intimacy coordinators for on-screen sex, you could just have AI actors go at it, no problem. There's your sex scene. There's your softcore porn if you need it for a movie. And you don't need people to worry about intimacy coordinators and all that kind of stuff. And nobody gets hurt. Nobody feels uncomfortable. Nobody feels like they got taken advantage of for a role or were put in this just to take their titties out. Tilly Norwood would get naked and wouldn't care because she's not real. Oh, no. We can't get aroused by AI boobies. Shut the fuck up. We all have dicks in our hands for video game characters and anime and digital shit all over the place. Shut the fuck up. You're all fucking hypocrites if you say that. Every damn right. Just have porn stars do it and face swap them. Point is, that's not a false argument in terms of if you have problem with lovemaking in a movie, if you have a problem with sex in a movie, digital sex is ethical because nobody's actually being touched in real life. Just putting it out there. I've heard this argument and I was ready for this type of thing because I've heard this discussion before. So I've been keeping that one on the back burner for this type of situation here. YMBC is reviving pilot season. The process worked so well for a long time. Yeah, the process worked for 50, 60 fucking years. It worked. Pilot season. I guess more like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, aughts. Yeah, it worked for like 50 years. Pilot season worked. Because you pitched a pilot, you threw it out there, see if it landed, and then you get your order. If people are interested, and instead of all this, let's just throw out crap. Let's just throw out all these crappy shows and hope people watch it. No, make it earn it. Have it earn its place on the schedule. Earn that investment to make the series. And no more fucking reboots. No, I don't want to see Rockford Files rebooted. I never watched it in the first place. I ain't gonna watch it now. Muppet Show revival trailer. Kermit, Miss Piggy return for 50th anniversary special with Maya Rudolph and Sabrina Carpenter. Well, I'm out. Not that I was in the first place, but I see Sabrina Carpenter. Think about it. You're throwing that whore. She's a whore. You're throwing that whore in with the Muppets. Yeah. I don't know what the later review is. Don't care. Judd Apatow, fuck off. Trump's America's becoming heinous. There's a weird normalization going. No. You are what's wrong. You fucking Hollywood piece of shit. And your movies ain't that great, dude. Your movies ain't that great. Get off your fucking fake high horse. Jeez. Fair point. Presumed innocent season 2 cast K-pop Demon Hunter star Ji Young Woo. Is that based on the movie Presumed Innocent? I guess I don't know. I have no idea. Yes. Okay. So there is a clip out of Momoa. We got to look at Momoa's Lobo, and all shit aside, he's gonna be the best thing in that movie. Momoa's Lobo is going to be the best thing in that movie, but it ain't gonna save it. He's only in it, rumor, for 15 minutes. If the rumors are true, he's only in it for 15 minutes of a 2-hour movie. Ha! He ain't in that movie. Fuck off on this shit. Don't care about your goddamn Oscar nominations. Don't care about watching NBA. Don't care about Sundance crap. Good luck with your skiing. No, I don't care about. No, listen. Congratulations, you've made Team USA for Winter Olympics for skiing. Great. Good job. I don't care. It's not interesting. SCAD TV Fest says 2026 lineup with Scrubs, Cast Honor, Landman, and Survivor 51st Look. I hate that Scrubs is coming back. I really do. That was a show of its time. And if it's not neutered, I will be very surprised. Very, very surprised if the humor is not neutered. Don't care that. Don't care about gay crap. Don't care about Diane Sawyer. Anne Hathaway, Liz Hurley, Tom Ford among film and fashion celebrities paying last respects to Valentino Funeral Rome. That's fair. I thought we were going to get something sexy there, but no, that's just them paying respects to that dude. Prime Video greenlights UK crime thriller series Dirty from Bridge of Spies writer Matt Charman. I don't know what that is. Anything here? Oh, there we go with that. Anything else? Nothing that I'm interested in. TikTok U.S. joint venture deal closes. Former Warner Brothers executive Adam Presser named CEO. Well, I guess TikTok's here to stay, isn't it? I'm still not doing TikTok. I ain't going near that shit. Highguard launch showcase set for next week. Highguard, the game that developers won't talk about. The developers won't talk about it. They won't talk about it. This game coming out. Is that a hero shooter? It is a hero shooter, right? It's a hero shooter. Ugh. James Gunn reveals first look at Momoa's Lobo. Yes, we're talking about that. Forza Horizon 6's $60 premium upgrade gives you early access, but costs almost as much as the game itself. Then why do it? I don't understand that. I really don't. Arc Raiders roadmap promises a new map, more arcs, and even a little love for Scrappy by April 2026. Yeah, still not buying into this. All right, guys in the chat who play it, when was the last time you guys played Arc Raiders? As regular gamers. Not people streaming it to get attention like Burnt Peanut, that piece of shit. And Arc Raiders has its player base. We looked it up. It's still got a very active player base, but it's the player base that is not there to play the game. They're the player base there to kill each other. So guys who played it, when was the last time you played it? Go ahead and answer. I'll come back to you. If you don't play games on Steam, you're not getting a job at Palworld developer Pocket Pair. Well, I can't play your game on my computer because my computer's old. I have to play it on my PS5. Well, I know you never played it, Jed. You're like me. You don't want that kind of stress. So, that's not fair, Pocket Pair, because I can't play your computer on your game. I have it on Steam. I just can't play it. Doesn't work. My computer's old. It gives me crazy anxiety. Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner says she can't watch A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Why do I care about that? Why do I care? You played it yesterday, Prof? You get ganked? Office Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute arrive in Fortnite tonight. Office in Fortnite. That just feels weird. That just feels weird. Something weird about that. Cyberpunk 2077 VR modder hit by another DMCA strike pauses Patreon, pulls access to all his mods, and declares he's under attack. You dumb motherfucker. We've been over this. This guy is a dumb motherfucker. Don't sell your mod based on somebody else's work. That's why you're getting punished. Because you are literally breaking the copyright. It's not like when I get in for a copyright because I used 10 seconds of something for a video or a piece of music played where I didn't want it to have happen. But you made a mod based on somebody else's work and then are asking people to give you money for it. I'm sorry. You deserve all the shit you get because you're an idiot. At this point, you should have just made your own fucking game. Surprise! Super Mario Galaxy movie Nintendo Direct announced for this weekend. They're doing a Nintendo Direct just for the movie? That's weird. That's weird. No, a poop scene does not make me want to watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Bad enough I deal with my own poop scenes in real life. I don't like it. I would prefer that it not be done. Master Chief actor Steve Downs says deceptive AI reproduction of his voice crossed a line. Well, did you sign a contract that sold your voice to Microsoft? If you did, you have no power to complain. If you sign away your likenesses, all this kind of stuff to the corporations, then you don't have a leg to stand on. I'm sorry. You may be wrong. It may make you feel icky, but you signed it away. Own your own shit. As BioWare quietly continues building Mass Effect 5, really Mass Effect 4, Andromeda is only it's Andromeda, not 4. Hiring begins for a new senior role. Yeah, that's a story that kind of got overlooked a week or so ago. I think I read it here at one point, but we didn't spend any time on it. That BioWare is literally just Mass Effect now. It's the only thing they're working on. That could be both a good and a bad thing. That's either going to be really good for the next Mass Effect game, or it might be really bad if they're still going down the wrong track. Honestly, you guys know my stance on this. I don't want any more Mass Effect. Just if you weren't going to continue the Andromeda storyline, leave the Milky Way alone. It's done. It's over. Now I'll play it when it comes out. I'm a huge Mass Effect guy. I'll play it. I'll rate it. I'll review it. We'll find out together. But don't know. It's either really good or really bad. I've never seen it in games before. Fable used a storytelling technique borrowed from The Office. Ugh. I don't like that sound. Maybe you guys will like it. I don't know. This is a new chapter. Spider-Man Brand New Day features a tonal shift from Tom Holland's first trilogy. Apparently not, because you're still stuffing it full with other people besides Spider-Man. So apparently it's not a tonal shift. You're still ensembling up Spider-Man, who doesn't need an ensemble. He's Spider-Man. That's the appeal. He's Spider-Man. 2025 U.S. video game chart rubber stamps Call of Duty Black Ops 7 sales struggle. Yeah, no shit. Alan Wake 2 developer defends deal with an excellent partner Epic Games despite the fact it's still missing from rival storefront Steam. Alan Wake 2 is a failure from what I hear. I didn't play it, but pretty much rejected by everybody. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 told us Star-Lord will return to the MCU, and Chris Pratt has effing great idea for how. Well, it's going to have to be his idea because James Gunn ain't there no more. He's off fucking up DC. Blizzard brings Azeroth to the heart of Melbourne this weekend. Oh, joy. Battlefield 6 was best-selling video game in 2025 in the U.S. Yeah, well, it had a big bump. Yeah, 600,000 people playing it at one point. Animal Crossing New Horizons lets you play with 11 of your friends at once, but the setup is miserable. Yeah, no thanks. And now we're to yesterday's stuff. Okay, Park Place. Bob Iger will received an 11.5% pay package increase in 2025. How many billions did they lose in media? A lot. But Bob got a pay raise. Yeah, good job, Bob. Magic Kingdom starts Haunted Mansion refurbishment while Frontierland already lies in ruin. There it is. There it is. Your theme parks are falling apart, and Bob gets a pay raise. Dave Filoni got Lucasfilm positioned because Genndy Tartakovsky turned it down. I actually heard about that story this week. Yeah. Man, imagine if Tartakovsky had been put in charge of Clone Wars instead of Dave Filoni. Damn. Could have had Samurai Jack level storytelling. Think about that. Fable no longer Xbox exclusive. Yes, we've confirmed that. PS5 and PC release at launch. Oscars wanted nothing to do with Wicked for Good, and that says everything. And that's all stuff from yesterday. Wait a minute. James Cameron blasts America. Hollywood billionaire trashes the nation that made him rich. Fuck James Cameron, dude. Guy had made some great movies in the past, but fuck James Cameron. Sick of his shit. I'm glad Avatar's done. Ain't done. We're done with the news. As soon as I'm sticking to it. All right. Let's see. Anything else? No. All right. So what do we got for the rest of the day? Tonight we got Ballbusters. I still think we're going at 11. Dermy's gonna look to push the time change soon, but he hasn't told me yet. So we must probably still be going 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central. I don't know if we have a guest tonight. I know we're talking the Masters of the Universe trailer. I don't know what else. It's up to Dermy. Oh, but it is Dermy karaoke tonight. The theme, power ballads. That means you guys need to make him sing the likes of Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I want to hear some Bon Jovi. I want to hear all that stuff. Power ballads from the 80s and the 90s. We need that. Dermy's going to be belting it out. It's going to be funny. Tonight, Dermy karaoke, power ballads. Let's see. Tomorrow, Jed and I will be recording and putting up Saturday Night Drive-In, Rising Sun, Sean Connery, Wesley Snipes. It's a good one. Then we've got, I don't know if I'm going to be on doing any Saturday gaming. Don't know. We'll see. Then, of course, if my power doesn't go out, 6 p.m. Eastern, we've got Where No Man Wants to Go reviews. Myself, Jed, and Brad talking Starfleet Academy, episode 3. It's going to be fun. Watch us just rip it to shreds. It's a good one. A lot of people showed up last week. Show up again. I guarantee you'll have a good time. Then Sunday, Roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be checking up on the box office as usual. We'll be talking Fable. We'll be talking. What else are we talking about? We'll be talking the announcement of the of DCU Batman. We're talking a bunch of things. It's been a busy week. Got things to talk about. And then, of course, we will start next week all over again with right here, this show, The Daily Dive, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Jed and I will be playing Jump Space next week as well, Monday night. And then, of course, we'll have a chat, maybe watch his reviews next week on Monday. And that'll be it. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching me. Let's do one more check as we round this out. I'm not going to stretch this out any more than we need to. Not going to do it because that hurts sometimes. Anyway, a couple other reminders. Of course, if you haven't gone and watched it, I encourage you to go check out my reviews for Starfleet Academy. People seem to be enjoying them. I hope you are too. And also, there is a poll up for it next month's Nerdgasm. It's already up and running. Go and vote. It's going to be up for another 3 weeks. You guys have a lot of time to vote on that. It's going to be up there. And Jed's going live. All right, if Jed's going live, then let's send you guys over to Jed. Let me make sure that happens right there, right now. I can do that. I'm a good friend. You know how that works. I can do it. So if Jed's going live, there we go. Jed's going to be doing Last Wish mod. The Last Wish mod, Witcher Last Wish mod. So go check that out. You guys are going to watch Jed play a game. I'm going to go continue my Friday routine of house chores and getting ready for a nice, tasty dinner. It's about to get cold. So I got to get ready for that. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you had a good time. You can show that by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, watching all the other videos too, and joining for live streams. We'll be back later tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern on Dermy's channel for Ball Busters. Until then, you guys have a great rest of your day. Be safe, be warm, take it easy.